next section, and this was the most interesting part of my assignment. I had to do actual, fact checking, and there's a lot of facts that really stood out to me. So, okay, now according to the U.S. Census Bureau, um, the population of the island of Haiti is 10.9 million, and the males per 100 females is 97.7. And this next fact is gonna be really interesting. Goods imported from the U.S. is 1.4 billion. Change in exports from U.S. From the United States from 2009 to 2018 is 76%. And another interesting fact, according to U.S. Census Bureau, for every woman that's on, in the area on the island, is 2.6. So which means women, they often produce at least two kids, two maybe three, but you know, but it's 2.6. And for people for square kilometer is 3.9.6. And the next fact from the U.S. Census Bureau, goods imported to the U.S. is $91.4 million. That's that's tough. It is. Now, the next topic that I will be speaking about is the history of the island and the history of my area. For those who know me, the history of Haiti means a lot to me. It's very precious to me, and it's a very sensitive topic to me because the history of Haiti, that's the most misconstrued, the most lied about topic that I've ever heard about. But today I'm here to correct those lies. I'm here to give you actual facts. I've did my research, and the site that I got it from was Brentica.com. It's spelled BRITANNICA.com. Now, uh, Haiti, when French and Spanish settlers got to Haiti, the they gave it the name Haiti. Haiti is Spanish for high hills, the mountains of hills, mountains. Um, Now with when Christopher Columbus, when he got to Haiti, he thought that he was in India because of the color of the skin that the natives had. Haiti had, you know, natives there with red skin, and that's part of the reason why the color of red is on the Haitian flag today. And the other reason, I'm gonna get into it just a little bit later on. So Haiti was used as it was big for sugar canes. It was huge for cotton. It was very good for tobacco. It was used for, it was a slave colony, one of the largest slave colonies out there. And also, Haiti was used for it was the plantations where they broke down slaves. If a slave master or a plantation overseer had issues with a slave in the Americas, in North America, in the American states, they'll send them down to the Caribbean islands, such as Haiti, to be broken down. And now, with the slaves being broken down in Haiti, that created some of the toughest, roughest slaves out there because they were just thirsty for blood. And that thirst for blood led to the most successful slave rebellion in history. The slave rebellion, which is known as the Haitian Revolution, started in 1791 and ended in 1804. Um, the slave rebellion was led by Toussaint Louverture. He was actually the general for the Haitian army at the time. Um, the Haitian the Haitian slaves, they use guerrilla warfare tactics because you got to think the French that was over Haiti at the time was the largest was the largest and the best military in the world at the time, which is Napoleon and and his soldiers. So the Haitians, they used the guerrilla warfare tactics. They used poison. Most people say they used the voodoo, but that was never proven. Uh, well, I can't speak about the Haitian history without mentioning voodoo. Voodoo is it's an African religion where you know our ancestors would connect with the spirits of the trees, the water, the ponds, and things like that. Voodoo is the belief that everything has a spirit. It's not this whole dark magic, evil this, evil that, but you gotta think there's bad in everything. You get what I'm saying? So voodoo, that's what it's used for. It's used to connect. You know, it's to be one with nature. And white people, they misconstrued that for generations. So when Haitians, they finally got their independence in 1804, and that led to the French getting the French, they're asking for reparations because of the crops, the burnings, and things like that. And to mention the flag, to bring it back up, the flag, is red and blue. The red, it represents the color of the natives that were there on the island first, and also the blood that our ancestors had to spill for us to have independence. The blue represents the color of the French flag that was there. That was there to colonize the island. And if you notice the in the middle, the palm tree of the island, that represents the palm tree is the tallest tree in the island. So the palm tree, which it represents Haiti, is always going up. It's always in a vertical direction. And the cannonballs mean that's to commemorate the war that Haiti had to have in order for them to have their independence, right? And the words that are at the bottom, Fat Luyen Fat La Force, that means once we're together, we're a force that can't be stopped, and that was proven in the Haitian Revolution, which is fact that inspired the slaves in the in the American colonies to have rebellions too, because you got to think some Negroes with machetes. How were they able to defeat the largest army at the time? How? So that story just inspired slaves everywhere for them to rise up to get their independence. And now Haiti is known for their strong people and the agriculture of the island. Haiti survives off of their crops, the crops, the sugar canes, that's how the Haitian people survive off of that. And I also touched on the history of the natives of the island, and yeah, the next thing that I had to do for my assignment, uh, I had to do an interview. This is one of the best people I've ever known. Her name was Maï. Her name is Maï Dedifrance. Of course, I couldn't do a face-to-face interview with her because I'm not on the island currently. I called her on the cell phone. Again, her name is Marie Delivance. The question that I asked her was, of course, her name, and how old is she? She kind of felt offended, but hey, I'm playing. She's 67 years old, and the next question I asked her, when did she move to the area? She moved to the area of Port-au-Prince in 1956, and she was just 4 years old. And I asked her, what did she like the most about, the city of Port-au-Prince, and what does she like about the island of Haiti in general? She responded, culture. She loves the weather, the history, and the schools. Now, with the schools, she was some of the fortunate students that had the money to attend, these, private schools. She was fortunate enough, her and all her siblings, they're fortunate enough to go to these schools and actually graduate. That's unheard of most of the times because these schools are just too expensive to go to. And also, she really enjoyed the history of Haiti. You know, how we got our independence, how we're some of the strongest folk in the Caribbean, and also she enjoyed the agriculture. She loved the trees. She loved going to the beach. She loved, spending time with family. She loved, going on the roads and just watching, the birds, the rice fields, the plantains, the natural part, the natural aspect of life. She really enjoyed that with a passion. And, she loved the food. In my opinion, Haitian food, you can't go wrong with that, you know. And another thing is, you know, and another one thing that I wanted to add, one thing that we also talked about, you know, what have been her experiences with diversity over the years, and do she think the area has changed? I asked her this question, and she responded, now there's more white people on the island. When she was coming up, it was all black. It was all black faces there. Now she sees that, people who come toward the island, they just stay there. They just live there from now on. So now there's like a lot of white people on the island now. They're having their own businesses. They're making their own way of life. Things like that. And also, what in the area has changed. She said after the earthquake in 2010, there's still some places that are still destroyed. Of course, the palace. There's a few roads that's still destroyed there. Homes, churches. Things are still being built up. But she said the natural, like the trees, the area, the grass, that's still there. But the physical part, like the man-made stuff, is fading away slowly. But she did say the castle. She didn't give me the name of the castle. I have to do my own separate research on that. She said the castle is still there. The castle was by the French when they came to colonize, the island of Haiti. It's still there, also with the cannonballs, and you can still see the scars from, the battle wounds there. It's a very cool experience, and I advise everyone to go there. And we also did a little bit of comparing and contrasting. And we asked, were your own assumptions about your hometown accurate? Yes, it was. Um, Haiti, it will always be the most beautiful island, most beautiful people, great personalities, outgoing people just trying to have a good time, trying to build on, everything that they have, trying to, rebuild from what was lost in, natural disasters or riots and things like that. What assumptions did your interview have about the area? Um, well, you know, I'm from the area, so everything that she spoke about, I can agree on because we're from the same place, And did they match what you found? Yes. Like I said, we're from the same area, we're from the same place, so I understood everything that she was talking about. Of course, she's from a much older generation from me. We're about what 50 years removed from each other. Of course, she had different experiences than me, but overall, we could come together and talk about pretty much the same things. What was the most significant thing that you learned about diversity in your hometown? I haven't been back to Haiti in a while. I honestly didn't know that there's a lot of white people on the island. You know, it's something that I want to see. You know, I want to see how the native Haitians there are reacting to it, seeing that white people there, starting to grow in numbers on the island. I want to see what they feel about it because any old Haitian, old school Haitian would tell you that we got our independence for a reason. They wanted to move away from white people and things like that. And yeah, and overall with the assignment itself, it really taught me a lot about my own hometown. You know, I honestly didn't know some of the facts that was there. I was just, I was gonna do based it off prior knowledge and what I know about the island, but you always have to do your fact checking. I honestly learned a lot from my great auntie. She's a great person of wisdom. She really knows what she's talking about, man. Me personally, I love talking to old school folk. They have the real wisdom. They know. They've been there. She lived under the dictatorship of Papa Doc Duvalier. If for who don't know him, he was a ruthless dictator that ruled in the 60s all the way up to the 80s. Then his son took over. So they ruled the island with the iron fist. You couldn't go out at a certain time. You couldn't do a lot of things. You couldn't speak bad about the government. All those kind of things that she lived through, and she spoke to me about, and I'm like, wow, she lived like that and she made it through. That's just a testament to her strength and to the people of that generation. Part of the reason why there was a Haitian flood in the 90s is because they're just tired of living like animals. You get what I'm saying? They're tired of being controlled. That's honestly inspiring about Haitian people. They just hate being controlled. They don't like being told what to do. They like Haitians. They naturally like being independent. We took that from our we got that from our ancestors. We love being independent. We don't like being told what to do. We like to govern ourselves. And for someone to come in there and just rule everything, it's a dictator. You couldn't do this. You had to ask me for permission. You get what I'm saying? Haitians, they just didn't want any part of that. So that's why, there was a Haitian flood to the United States, because they just want, you can't blame them. They want to live a better life. They wanted to have something better for their kids. They didn't want their kids to grow up like them. And honestly, you just can't blame anybody for that. You can't blame them. Um, Overall, I learned a lot. Again, I learned a lot about my island, and I really plan on going back there soon. Matter of fact, I plan on going back there this summer. So, summer 20. I really want to see, Haiti with, mature eyes. I really, not knowing that I know now, I would know how to move. You get what I'm saying? I want to see everything. I would love to bring my kids there one of these, one day. Wife there one day. If I was blessed to have them. You know, I overall I learned a lot, and I will always love my hometown of Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and you know, and I wish, the people who are watching this, or my professor who is watching this, I would hope, you take the time to, go out there to the island, see Haiti for what it is, and stop listening. And for the folks out there, stop listening to CNN. It's just all, they're just trying to put black folks down, as they've been doing for generations. We know that. And again, thank you for allowing me to share my experiences and share my great auntie's experiences and my knowledge and her knowledge. And, thank you for everything, and have a blessed day. And this was my hometown assignment of Port-au-Prince, Haiti. I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you guys want to do some more research, the internet's out there. It's limitless. And yeah, thank you, and bonjour pour tout bagay. Merci, non moi c'est Michel Ange Eugène. Bye bye.